Hi, my name's Chris from Driver Training Limited. We've been audit registered trainers since 2007. And in today's video, we're going to give you a 5-minute hazard perception example, which links in for the ADI Part 3 with anticipation and planning, which is also good if you're taking the ADI Part 2 advanced driving test. But also, if you're just a learner, and you're thinking, well, I don't really get what my instructor means about planning and hazard perception. So what we're going to do is give you a 5-minute quick overview. Now, hazard perception and planning and anticipation really comes down to just thinking, what if? What's the worst thing that could happen? So as we play our clip, what I'm going to do is show you a few examples of this. And we'll see how we go through if you start to get the gist of it then. So we're just driving down the road. First of all, we're looking at the car in front and thinking, well, why is he braking? Is there someone crossing the road? Are there parked cars and something coming the other way? Because if he stops there, we've got to try and figure out if we can get round him or not. Then as we come down, our next hazard is the person with the dog. So is the dog on a lead? Yes. But is it one of those extendable leads? Or is there quite a bit of slack in the lead so that the dog could run out in front of us without us being aware of it? So we need to be aware of that happening and adjust our speed accordingly. Now listen to what the instructor says. So here what's happened is the pupil is looking at the car and thinking, I can get round the back of them. They're looking for gaps, which is fair enough. But we've got to balance it with the fact that really on turning right, we need to think, where's the center white line of the road that I'm turning into? Because I need to stop level with that, or else, as in this case, I'm overshooting the road and doing what's called a swan neck. So here the instructor has to tell the pupil to stop and wait. So with regards to anticipation and planning, what if I can't go before that car gets to me? Then my focus changes from where is the car to where is that center white line.
We're level with the center. Now we go.
Now as we come round, if we just stop it there, we can see the car hitting their brakes. So why? Is there a vehicle coming the other way? Is someone crossing the road? And this is the importance of looking into the new road to see if it's clear to go or not before you decide what you're going to do. Because if that car had to stop about here, just back about a car's length, then we really, as we turned in, would have been overhanging the main road. So it would have been better, if that was the case, to just wait on the main road for both cars to sort themselves out and then to decide. So again, as we come round here now, we need to be going dead slow, because if the car coming down or the vehicle that's coming down decides they're just going to come through, it's up to us to stop and give way to them. But as you see, they pull into the gap, so we are able to get through. Now we're thinking, can't see round the bend. What if there's traffic? Well, there's parked cars. Anything coming the other way would have been on our side of the road. We're doing the same again. Here, the sign tells us the road gets narrow. The car in front is already braking. So is something coming round this corner here? We can't see. Is someone crossing the road? Again, we can't see. So what if What if there is? Well, I need to be going slow enough. Also, this sign on the left here tells us we will face delivery lorries that are coming round the other way, because at this point, this road is still two-way. So what if there's a lorry coming? We may have to stop. So now we take it slow. We see it becomes narrow. It tells us if anything had started to pull out and come round, this sign here tells us we need to give way to them. However, it's harder because these vehicles here are blocking the road, so there's only one enough space for one vehicle. But these are the things we need to be looking for and planning for ahead. On this part now, we can't see round this corner at all. So one, it means it's very sharp, but two, we've got no idea what's coming down that road. Is there a mum with a pram walking in the road? Because we can see the footpaths look very narrow. Is there someone on a bike? Someone in a wheelchair? Is there a vehicle coming the other way? Shouldn't be, because we know now it's a one-way road. But that doesn't stop people coming the wrong way down one-way roads. So again, we need to be going dead slow, which the pupil does. However, here we see the person walking round. Now, because the pavement is level with the road, it doesn't always register that you're now walking into the road. It just feels like you're still walking on the pavement. And of course, they need to pass each other. But what happens now is the pupil sees the pedestrian and thinks, I'll go round them, which you might think is fair enough. But we can already see the bin on the pavement. So there's very little room between both. So we come round and the instructor has to grab the wheel, bring it back to stop it happening. Now, looking ahead, we can see the vehicle has stopped. They've got their reverse lights on. We've got these two people coming towards each other on the pavement. So we've got to think this time, what if this person thought, actually, I'll go round the other person, just like they did with me earlier, but not realize we're at the side of them. So we've got to be thinking and planning, what if this happens? If it doesn't, great. If it does, at least we're ready for it. So we come down, and as always, if you're under pressure, you don't do the best parallel park. So we sit there and wait. Now, as they're moving forward, because the reverse lights aren't on, it's probably better at this point for us to get past, because they're obviously going to reverse back and take another couple of wide swings at that. Now, on here, we've got, if I stop it there, we've got the give way, but we can't see what's coming out of this road. It's a car park. We can't see. And then as we get closer, now the vehicles are blocking anything that's coming. So again, you need to be thinking, but what if there is a car coming out? What if there is someone on a bike just coming out? So we know, although this is a give way, we've got to come up and either stop or go very, very slowly indeed, to give us time to look between the vehicles, double check now, and now go. At the traffic lights, we're thinking, there you go, what if they start changing? They've been on green for a while. So therefore, we're already anticipating them changing, and in this case, we come up and stop. Now, with anticipation, we're thinking, I can't see round the corner. What if there are cars parked? What if there's a queue of traffic, which does often happen here when it gets a bit busier? the cars will be back to the crossing here. So we've got to think, well, if these lights go to green, but that car is kind of there, I can't pull round and block the crossing. So I would have to stay until the lights changed again. So we hope this has given you a quick insight into what anticipation and planning is all about. So that one, if you're on your ADI Part 3 as a driving instructor, you can teach these things to your pupils. But secondly, if you're learning to drive and coming up to test, this is the key to becoming a good driver. Rather than just reacting to what's happening, we want to be planning and anticipating in advance. So leave us a comment, let us know what you think, let us know if we missed anything there. We hope this video has helped. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if it has. My name's Chris from Driver Training. Remember, teach well, drive safely, and we'll see you all again in our next video.